8 minutes late. All right, so my name is Busayo Golaja. If you're just seeing my face for the first time, and welcome to this live. Also, this is something I do every Sundays. I just have discussions with people about fundamental issues in the society. So if you join us, please just give us a like. You can interact with us. Let's know that you are joining the conversation. You can also ask questions. You'll be open to um ask your questions and we'll answer. So today I'm not alone. I am with a very important guest. I am with Mr. Okpolu Ataiwo, and he's going to do his introduction very soon. But you already guessed the title of this life is gender-based violence, and we're going to be looking at the impact on society and also be chatting a way forward for people that have undergone this kind of situation. So, Mr. Okpolo, please let's just get to know you, sir.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mr. Okpolu Taiwo. I'm the Executive Director, Africa Bridge Initiative, a gender-based violence NGO in Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you for having me.
All right, thank you very much, sir. So, this life was born out of the recent trends that we are seeing, in the news and on social media. So recently, I saw two stories that were very interesting. The first one was a 17-year-old boy for raping four other boys in Sokoto. Another interesting one was a dad that was arrested for defiling his 11-year-old daughter. And his excuse was that, oh, it's just my first time of doing this. It shows that there's a problem in the society. And it shows that gender-based violence is not just to women or to girls. It's both ways. So that's why I want us to really discuss this issue and let us understand how can we handle this? How can we curb this menace in the society? So, sir, I would first like to ask, what really is gender-based violence?
Now, thank you for that question. Now, when we talk about gender-based violence, we are talking about violence against human rights. Talking about it is the most prevalent human rights violation in the world. And it has no social, economic, or religious boundary. Violating human rights can come in any form, and it can come from any angle. It can be social violence, it can be economic, it can be religious, it can come from any angle. So, gender-based violence is talking about, when you have your own, that unalienated right of individual, violating that right from one gender to another. It's just the simple meaning of gender-based violence. So what is my right? My right is I can do A, do B. So when you are influencing me to do A against my wish of doing B, that's already a violence on my personality. So that's the basic definition we can talk about the gender-based violence.
Violence. What is a real life scenario that
Okay, that's a good one. Now, when we talk about gender-based violence, we have different types of gender-based violence. We talk about the verbal violence, we talk about the psychological violence, we talk about the sexual violence, we talk about the socio-economic violence. That sexual violence is the most prevalent that everyone will talk about the rape. So rape comes under gender-based violence. Rape is actually one of that violence under gender-based violence. So what do I mean by that? For instance, as a young man, as a young boy, or as a young man, in the case may be, for a young lady to approach you and say, I like you, you are handsome, you are this, you are that, that's a good one. But immediately that young girl or that young lady goes ahead to touch any part of my private parts. Don't forget, I call it what? Private parts. So that means it is private to me. I own it. You don't own it. So whenever you are coming to touch my private parts without my consent, you're already violating my body. That's violence already. So my private part belongs to me. So if you are a secondary school
Mm.
girl and a young boy in your class comes to you and said, I like you, I want you to be my girlfriend, that's still a mutual discussion. But immediately he start touching your breast or start caressing you inside the class, that's violence already. Because immediately you reject, he might end up raping you. So from the
Mm.
beginning, you must know the limit of opposite sex.
Mm.
If you are a boy, you must know the limit of a girl to your body. And if you are a girl also, you must know the limit of a boy to your body. All right? Now, what are those causes of gender-based violence? Number one, we talk about the cultural factor, the legal factor, we talk about the economic factor, we talk about the political factor. Now, gender-based violence in Nigeria is very common these days. Now, what are we
Yeah.
talking about? We talk about the intimate partner violence. So violence that comes from your own intimate partner, somebody you respect, you have mutual intimacy with each other, that this is my girlfriend, this is my lover. Now, lover is different from somebody taking ownership of your body. So when I pretend to be your lover, and at the same time I want to take ownership of your body, that's going beyond a lover. That's not more a lover. It's already an oppressor instead of becoming a lover. So anybody that pretends to be your lover, but coming in the form of oppression to your body, is already coming in a gender-based violence already. That's gender-based violence coming on the
Mm.
way. So I can't pretend to love
Okay.
you. At the same time, I'm oppressing you. That's not love anymore. So
Mm.
oppression is the opposite of love. So in any relationship, once you cite any form of oppression, then you know you have to run immediately. That's number one. Number two, we talk about non-partner sexual assault. What does that mean? I don't have anything to do with you. No relationship, nothing, no feelings for you at all. Maybe you're my neighbor, maybe you're my schoolmate, or for instance, you're my neighbor and you just come into my apartment and say, oh, what are you doing? Are you watching TV? Are you watching game? I say yes. And in the process of watching the game, you end up locking the door. Why are you locking the door? It's my apartment. So what does that mean? There's already a non-partner assault coming already. So immediately, what do? You speak up immediately. Don't wait until a man rape you before you speak up. Don't wait until a woman rape you. Don't forget, we call it gender-based violence. It's not men violence. It's not women violence. It's called what? Gender-based violence. What does that mean? Anybody can violate your body. A woman can violate the body of a man. A man can violate the body of a woman. A boy can violate the body of a girl. A girl can violate the body of a boy. So that's number two. So when I talk about number three, we talk about the female genital mutilation. So whoever you do not give permission to touch your private part, for instance, a young girl in some village or in some community, they still do genital mutilation. That's a violence on its own. The society does not accept it anymore. This is 21st century. You can't do it without the permission of that same personality. All right. So we also talk about the sexual exploitation. When a young boy want to exploit a young lady by force or through force, that's violence already. Because you cannot apply force to sex without breaking either the bone, either breaking any part of the body. In the process, blood will come out. So that's a violence already. So you cannot claim to love somebody and you are violating the body. Also, we talk about the child abuse, which I'm taking through various violence that occur, various gender-based violence that occur in Nigeria. We talk about the child abuse. What we talk, you can imagine the type of example that you just gave. What a man holding up to 60, 70, what is he doing with 18, with a girl of 14 years old? That's
His own
child
daughter.
abuse. His own daughter, for that matter. That's child abuse. So that means that an elderly man is abusing his own daughter. That's barbaric. That's deadly. It's dangerous. It's violence. Psychologically, that girl can never remain the same again. Psychologically, that girl will grow up to hate anything called a man. Psychologically, that girl will grow up with a mentality anywhere he sits with a man, the man is about to abuse her. Anywhere he sits with a man, the man is about to oppress her. So what does that mean? What does that come out? It will bring about self-defense. Anywhere she goes, she's always self-defending herself. Then her growing up
Wow.
psychologically as me what? There's going to be a lot of disorder psychologically. She can't think straight anymore. She can't relate with opposite sex mutually anymore. Every day of her life, she will see a man, she will see a boy as what? As a danger to her, instead of a compliment species to her. So the society, our Nigeria, especially in Lagos, from father to daughter, is becoming rampant every day. I don't know what our society is turning into. And that is why this program is coming up. And one of the things that we do in Africa Bridge Initiative is to assist young girls, is to assist young boys that you have to speak up. You have our helpline. Call on us. We'll keep your secret. We'll make your secret to be secret. And we follow through officially on how to arrest any man that violates your body as a girl. We follow up on how to arrest any woman that violates your body as a man or as a boy. So don't keep silent. Silence is not good in violence. When the
So, sir,
violence is about to take place.
I want to ask something about speaking up.
Okay.
Be-
All right.
yes, we did you get my question?
I didn't get a question. It wasn't clear. I didn't get it. Your
That
line
you
was
will
not
still
clear.
be can you hear me now?
I can hear you clearly now.
Okay. I said, how do you speak up in a way that you know you will still be protected? Because the kind of society that we live in right now, it's very difficult to speak up. Let me know, because you could be stigmatized. No man will want to approach you and things like that. So how do you protect yourself? Why?
Now, this is what is happening in Nigeria. Whether you speak up or not, the stigma is there already. That's one thing every girl, every boy must understand. You don't run away from stigma. The day you are raped, the stigma remain with you, whether anybody knows or not. So you have to leave, you have to come out of your shelf, come out of that stigma. Speak out, speak up, speak to the nearest police station. And if you're afraid to go to the nearest police station, call our helpline. Send us a mail on africabridgeinitiative@gmail.com with evidence of such. We'll take it up immediately. What do? It's very easy. We'll take you to the nearby hospital. The doctor will check you and check everything. I will document it. Whatever we have documented medically, we'll take it to the police station. And police will accept it as a genuine medical evidence. So then the police
Okay.
on their own will now go underground to your violator. Don't forget that process. You are not involved in that process. We do the whole process for you. Whenever you sense a violence coming to you, or whenever you are being violated, maybe somebody, you are a young girl, a young man in your neighborhood, is always touching your breast. It's very simple. If you tell your parent and you believe there will be danger, send us a mail immediately to africabridgeinitiative@gmail.com. Send us a mail immediately from any part of Nigeria. Once you send us a mail with evidence, your address, everything, we come where you are. Before coming to you, what we do first is that we send your evidence, your report, we send it to police for police to be aware officially. From there, we get to you, we get in touch with you, we take it to the nearest registered government registered hospital. I will do a medical checkup to confirm what you are saying. And once the medical report can confirm it, we'll take it back to the police station. From there, the police take over the case immediately. And in the process of submitting our report to the police, we also submit our report to our lawyer also. In case the policeman or the policeman want to misbehave, we also submit same report to our lawyer. So immediately the police has no choice than to come after your violator, to come and arrest him or her. And once they arrest him, the case starts immediately. Then from there, our lawyer take over. So even
Wow.
your neighborhood might not even know that you are the one that reported him. They might not know until he or she get to the courts. But because
Wow.
an average girl, we don't have the knowledge. That's why I'm commending Brusayo for this program you have come up with, so that people can have that knowledge that you are not alone. We are with you always. You are not alone. Don't be scared. If somebody has raped you, that's not the end of the world. Don't be scared. Speak up from the comforts of your home. If you have told your parents and they did not do anything on it, pick up your Android phone. Send us a mail immediately to africabridgeinitiative@gmail.com. You don't even need to see you. From there, we take it up immediately and we follow through.
Wow.
And we
Wow.
submit our report to the Ministry of Justice. So you are sure that you'll be protected before, during, and after justice. You will be protected. I can assure you that. So please, whenever you are being violated, speak up. Don't remain silent. Because when you remain silent, that stigma and that psychological disorder remain with you for the rest of your life. And that is why we are saying, say no to domestic violence. Say no to gender-based violence. Thank you.
Wow. So thank you very much, Mr. Okpe. It's just refreshing to hear that there is actually help in Nigeria. Especially when you feel that things don't work in this country. Everybody does whatever they like, but it's good to hear that there's some. So guys, you have heard. Maybe we'll just try and leave the link to the email and maybe an helpline in the comment section. I'm going to pin it so that whenever you are watching this video later, you can get to that resource and all. So I can see that my screen is frozen, but I hope you can hear me very well.
I can hear you very well. You can also use the helpline 08025946959 for our NGO 08025946959. It's a WhatsApp number. You don't even need to call us. Just send us pictorial evidence, your full name and your address. Send it to the WhatsApp. We take it up from there. You don't need to call, so that your neighborhood will not know what is happening. You don't need to call. Just send us that WhatsApp message with your full name, address, and the pictorial evidence of what happened. We take it up from there. Then even before the arrest, we'll send you an helper who is a psychologist, who is a counselor. They will take care of you psychologically. And you know that you have people around you that can talk to you and make you feel comfortable, so that you can come out of that stigma for the rest of your life.
Neighborhood but what when the the violator is a spouse, like somebody you are living with? So what should that kind of person do, in that instance?
Okay? Number one, then, like I said earlier on, what are the way out? Solution. Number one, you speak up, like I said earlier on. Number two, take all violence and abuse seriously from the first day. Take all form of violence and abuse seriously from the first day. Don't joke with it. Don't say, I mean, it's a mistake. My husband made a mistake, or my wife made a mistake by eating an hammer. If he eats you with an hammer today, tomorrow he will shoot you with a gun, and you are a gunner. So don't wait. Don't
Wow.
wait.
Okay.
So take all form of abuse, take it serious from the first day. Then number three, speak to Africa Bridge Initiative through our email, africabridgeinitiative@gmail.com. Then number four, take a stand against violence. Number 5, be an individual. Number 6, take back your power as a woman. Take back your power as a man. Then last one, be a friend. For instance, if you are married, be a friend to your wife. If you are married as a woman, be a friend to your husband. Now, violence has a root. Maybe there's an anger in the mind of your husband. If you are truly a friend to your husband, you will know that my husband, something tells me that my husband is angry with me. You will see it in his countenance. His physiological appearance will show that your husband is angry with you. That is, if truly you're a friend to your husband, if truly you're a friend to your wife. A friend does not pretend to a friend. So if you are my wife and you are friendly to me and you are my friend, you will know through my countenance that this is not the way my husband normally play. It's like something is bothering his mind. I don't know what is bothering his mind. Maybe it's against me or against an outsider. Let me quickly find out before the night comes. Because in the night comes, there may not be a rescue. Either of you might die.
Mm.
So when there is an abuse from an husband to a wife, or from a wife to an husband, the first thing for the wife to do, like I said earlier on, the first thing she or he has to do is to look for a friend to talk to. You
Mm.
must confide in somebody. It's a must. Either your family or your friend. And thank God, we are here for you as your friend. Africa Bridge Initiative is one of your friends that you can always talk to. So you must talk to a friend. You must talk to somebody. You must confide in somebody immediately. Because in the process of keeping it, you are keeping it for a more deadly danger days ahead. So don't keep it to yourself. Don't say, after all, it's my husband. I forgive him. You forgive him. You just have little issue. For instance, maybe in the night or early in the morning before going out, your husband said you should make a particular food for him, and you could not make that food. And what happened? He slapped you twice, and you cry. You say, "Oh, this my husband is angry because of food," and you allow him to go. That's danger. If you should go out that way, once you come back at night, just know that you are a goner. Because somebody that slapped you twice in the day and you didn't resolve it before night comes, he might come back with an hammer unknowingly. The way he slap you unknowingly in the morning, he can also eat you with an hammer unknowingly at night.
Yeah.
So you
Mm.
must be ready to speak to a friend. And when we started this program today, don't forget what I said, that every form of abuse, you must take it very serious from the first day. Don't take everything as a joke. No. For instance, I am a man. On no circumstance will I say that I want to bring out my hand in form of a blow, that I want to blow an opposite because we are playing. What kind of play is that? That's not a play. You say, I'm just playing with you now. Abba. Shola, you're my friend now. And you're a lady. I'm just playing with you. And I'm blowing you. I'm blowing you the first one. I blow you the second. I'm just playing. No, that's not play. A man is not permitted to blow a woman. A boy is not permitted to blow a girl. If you want to play, if you're a man, go and blow another man. Let's see what comes out of that.
Mhm.
Why can I say I'm
Yeah.
playing? I'm a young boy. I'm playing in the class and I'm blowing you. You are a young girl. You are a young girl. I'm blowing you. I say I'm playing. That's not play. Take it serious. Immediately, go and report to your teacher. Immediately. The master, look at what Abayomi did to me. Look at what Godwin blew me while in the class. Immediately, your teacher will sanction him. But if you say, he's just playing now, Shebi is my friend, Shebi is my boyfriend. If the class, if the school should close, one day, he will hit you with an hammer in that same class. And you call it a
Mm.
play. Before you know it, you already landed in hospital. Thank you.
All right. So my last question is that, can life be normal like after this incidents of gender-based violence? How? how do they get back to their normal life, and how can stigmatization be reduced to the barest minimum?
Okay, for everyone that has been violated or that might be violated, it is very possible, 100%, for them to still go back to their normal life. And you have to be, you yourself personally, you have to be intentional about it. You have to be intentional because nobody can help you except you help yourself. You have to be intentional about coming out of that stigma. So after you might have been violated, what do? Talk to a counselor. There are professional counselors everywhere. Talk to a professional counselor. And one of the things, there's one particular sound of warning. I want to warn every girl or every boy out there, or every man, every woman watching this YouTube program live today. One of the danger we are having in the 21st century is that an average violator, the first place they run to is their church or their mosque. It is wrong. That's not the solution center. Is your pastor a counselor? Is your imam, is he a counselor? You are being violated at home. You and your husband attend the same church, and your husband is a financier in that church. If you take your matter to church, they will bury the matter, and you will die in your stigma. The pastor will bury the matter because your husband is a financier in that church. They will bury the matter, and you will die in that stigma. Something happened to you between you and your husband, you are taking it to your mosque, and your wife is the most influential alaja in your mosque. They will bury the matter as a man. They will bury your matter. And you will continue to carry the stigma. They say, look at him, look at him. The wife is not even ashamed as a man. The wife beat him yesterday night. The only thing he can do is to cry to Afar in the mosque. Religious center is not the first point of call. It is totally wrong. The first thing is that speak to a counselor. And once you have spoken to a counselor in the process of getting out of that stigma, then report immediately to the appropriate authority. If you have spoken to the nearest police station, have they documented it, and you see they are not doing anything about it, talk to any recognized NGO around. You can talk to Africa Bridge Initiative. Immediately go online to search any gender-based advocacy NGO. Immediately pick up their phone and talk to them immediately and get solution. Don't forget, you yourself, you have to be intentional of getting out of stigma, and you will be restored back to the society. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Taiwo. It has been a very interactive section with you. I'm sure that the people that really need this information, they are going to get to see it later, and they'll be most thankful to you. So I'm really, really happy that Africa Bridge Initiative for the voiceless, for those that need their voices to be heard and they need help. And please don't speak up too late. Once it happens, ensure you speak up. That's where help can come to you. The more you wait, the more dangerous it is. Like he has said a lot. I don't want to go over all what he has said, but I've learned a lot of things, and I've learned that I need to stand up for myself. The world is wicked, things are happening,
That's true.
but thank God there is still help. And so please grab the help contacting Africa Bridge Initiative if you have been abused and if you're undergoing any abuse. Or if you even suspect an abuse because you're seeing some traits in your partner. So now you are
Yes.
heard. So be watchful. And I just pray that there will be no casualties in Jesus' name. All
All
right.
right.
So thank you very much. Really, really grateful.
Yeah.
And I just hope next um you would accept and also talk in depthly about other topics. I hope that
Yeah,
is
why not?
permissible.
Why not? Thank you for
All
having me.
right.
We are here for you all the
Yeah.
time. You can always follow us on our Instagram, Africa Bridge Initiative, or you can just join our website, www.africabridgeinitiative.org, and see how you can connect with us any part of the world, any part of Lagos, any part of Nigeria. Thank you.
All right. So thank you very much. All right, guys. Thank you. Don't forget subscribe to my channel and give this video a like. All right, have a blessed Sunday. Bye.
I too. Bye.